Shoot that sucker. Kill it. Doesn't get any better than that.
Spring bear hunting in Idaho was a blast. So this year we jumped up north and we went with Stuck N The Rut boys, Travis and Tom. I'd never heard of the Stuck N The Rut guys prior to this. Honestly, I didn't know much about them. After the show ended, we just kind of went about our merry way and went back home and back to life as normal. And spring bear hit, and we were sitting there talking about some different things. And Travis, he'd reached out to me and we'd stayed in contact. He had some more questions about the bags and different stuff. And so as we were talking, I just said, you know what, how about let's team up and go bear hunting together. And that's the ultimate test, right? Put it on your back and go carry some weight and see if you like the bags. So as we're hiking around, I asked Travis what size bear he was after. He told me a bear being a bear and the fact it's a predator, he would shoot anything. Also, he's been short on time this year, so I said, well, I'm after just a little bigger one, so when the time comes, we'll size him up and go from there. So we continued hiking the logging roads and glassing, and we'd spotted some bears, and we thought we'd head up and go take a look at them. And so we kind of had to loop around, zigzag up these trails and hike through some crazy downfall. And we finally got up to a good advantage point. By the time we got up there, the bear was gone. We couldn't spot it, and we all know that happens, right? And so we thought we'd be patient, so we just sat there and waited and waited and waited. And sure enough, our patience paid off. The bear come out, and we had plenty of time to look at it.
Do you want me to stop it?
Is it a sow?
A sow?
Is it a sow?
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to see.
There's only one way to find out. It looks decent, but they all look decent.
So Travis, being the killer that he is not about to let any predator walk away. So he's over here in my right ear going, shoot it, as you can hear. And I'm trying to make up my mind whether I want to or not.
If you don't shoot it, I will, so you make your mind up. Shoot that sucker. Kill it.
What's that?
Doesn't get any better than that.
It's a little guy. Take it.
Yeah, just make your mind up.
What's that? I just make my mind up.
You don't want it.
It's just a little guy. You want to shoot it?
If you don't,
Go for it.
okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
Travis and I quickly decided to switch places, and now he was the shooter and I was the cameraman.
Got it.
Travis was able to make a good clean shot on this bear and was able to expire quickly. That's what we like.
Well, first time shooting this guy's gun, Zach's gun. He was supposed to be the shooter, but he decided to pass. I don't usually pass on predators. They'll kill him. No, you made it look easy.
And sure enough, we got down there, and turns out it was a little sow, which was great little bear. We knew there was a logging road not too far out, and so we just threw the whole entire bear on the pack frame. I think Travis also wanted to put our pack frame to the test,
Oh, it's heavier than it looks, you guys.
and so he wanted to put a little bit of weight on that pack frame to see how she would handle, and I loved every bit of it. That, you know, that's why we were there, was for them to really put our packs to the test. So this is the 2500. This is our 3800, and if I had the 3800 or the 5000, you can actually take the Pinnacle 2500 and piggyback it. And I'll just show you how you do that. So you got some buckles here on the bottom and on the top. So you just undo this top buckle here. Just buckle it on. So this is actually Travis's pack, and he took the majority of the weight, so I'm gonna ease up some of his weight and take that as well. So
That's awesome. I haven't done that yet. Now that you pass this one up, Zach, you got to pack yours out whole, whatever size you kill.
the next morning we set out and we got up really early. I think we got about 3 hours of sleep. Anyways, we got up there and we started glassing around. We didn't see any bears that morning. It was a pretty slow morning. Weather turned hot pretty quick, and so we opted to head back down off the mountain. We had a lot longer hike that night, and so we got up there and headed up the mountain and did a lot of zigzagging up to the top. And we seen some fresh bear tracks and bear scat and stuff, but we just never did find any bears that evening. So day 3 rolls around, and we decided to get to a high point where we can glass across this big canyon. The moment we get to the high point, I pull up my binoculars, and within a few seconds, I got a bear spotted in my binos there. And so we're sizing it up for a second. We grab the spot and scope and the scope cam, get them set up. We zoom in there to size this bear up, and we take a few minutes to see roughly how big it is, because it's a long, long ways across this canyon to get to this thing. So take a few minutes, and then we come to the conclusion, hey, it's a bear, we might as well go after it.
Base maps. But I didn't load them ahead of time. Oh, because we spotted this on the way, such a rookie move, where we were gonna go.
doing this for a while.
I'm a rookie. This is new to me. The good thing is my mind is a base map. Let's go kill him, because I know right where he's at.
Alright, do this. Go. So we're getting pretty close to where we had put the bear on our base map, and we took off and we're hiking down the logging road, and we make it around this corner and we spot a bear down on the other S corner. And at first glance we thought it was a grizzly bear because it had its head down. So we took a few seconds, we glassed it, it pulled its head up, we confirmed that it wasn't a grizzly, but it had already walked around the corner. And so I quickly hustled down to see if I could get around the corner, thinking it's just walking down there. It must have heard me or something, because it turned around and came back. I could tell it was very alert, ready to take off into that thick bush. And so I made a quick shot on it. It ran up in the bushes, it expired quickly. We were able to get it, pull it down, get it dressed down, packed up, and head back down to base camp.
I had a great week. It was fun. I love to see predators get shot.
Yeah.
Brutal as it sounds, these things kill a lot of fawns, a lot of calf elk, a lot of calf moose, especially these boars roaming this country where everything's given birth right now. And so I've witnessed it myself, and to me it's predator control. They're good eating, and in places we have too many of them. So it's all a win-win-win for me.
Perfect. All right, time to get to work. So I had a ton of fun hunting bears with the Stuck in the Rut guys. They are some hardcore hunters, and they definitely know their stuff. What I really love about these guys is that they're actively engaged in predator management to help take the stress off the local elk and deer herds. So if we can come up here and we can help take a few bears out, knock down some wolves out of the pack, anything we can do to help these herds, we're definitely gonna do it. So I look forward to the next adventure with these guys. Stay tuned.